Hey everybody, thanks for tuning into my channel Stat Ninja. Today I want to go over a very important issue, which is missing people cases. It seems to me that there is a lot of different numbers out there when you go looking to see how many kids are missing a year, how many people are missing a year, and it just seems to be all over the place. Um, Even if you go to Google and ask Google how many kids go missing every year, you'll get a pop-up that says, according to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, roughly 800,000 children are reported missing each year in the United States. That's roughly 2,000 per day. Of those, there are 115 child stranger abduction cases each year, which means the child was taken by an unknown person. So that 800,000 number, I'm not really sure where they even got that number, because I even went to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, and they don't have any numbers that are even close to 800,000 for missing children a year. So if you were to rely on Google, you would believe that roughly 800,000 children are going missing a year. That is not the case. They actually get most of their information from the resource that I'm going to share with you today, which is the NCIC, the National Crime Information Center. This is actual government agency that collects data from multiple law enforcement agencies across the country in regards to missing people. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children is not a government agency. It's more like how can I say, it's not a charity. It's just a group of people, an organization. I would assume it's not for profit, that tries to help people find their kids. Kids go missing in a lot of different ways. There's actually parent abductions. Most of the time, the abductee is a kid between the ages of 1 and 6 years old, and it's usually the mother. 54% of the time, it's the mother who does the abduction. When it comes to the fathers, it's 36%. But you also have cases where the child is taken out of the country and such. So there's a lot of different numbers here at play. What I'm going to share with you today are the actual numbers of people that go missing, and that includes children and adults, so that's everybody included. And since 1990, we have had 22,107,517 cases of people going missing reported. One things I want to make clear to you: some people can go missing multiple times a year, and it's due to family issues or whatever, drug issues, prostitution, and these people are counted as missing every time that they go missing. So every time they're found, so it can kind of skew the numbers and make the numbers a lot higher than they really are. But what I'm going to do is I want to share the actual numbers with you today, and you guys can decide for yourself. If missing people is really an epidemic in this country. And I'd also like to point out there's a lot of other channels out there, conspiracy videos and such, that will throw these numbers at you: 800,000 kids going missing every year, hardly any of them being found. David Icke is one of them. I actually watched a little bit of his video today regarding missing kids. He claims he actually contacted the FBI in the United States, and they couldn't give him a number of how many people were found in that. And I was like, okay, I knew that was complete total BS after I actually did the research. So it's just funny when you have the information at your fingertips and you've read it already, and then you watch some of these conspiracy channels. You can see through the BS. So 22,107,517. That is the number of people that have gone missing since 1990. If missing people were a country, that number would be the 57th largest populated country in the world. Just a little fun fact I thought I'd throw out for you guys. I also want to include that if body parts are found, like a hand, a leg, an eyeball or whatever, that's also included as a missing person. So I mean, it is possible to find multiple body parts, and if they don't, you know, get together, if the law enforcement doesn't have, DNA and everything and such to identify that, you could possibly have the body parts of one person accounting for 10 missing people. So it's a possibility. I'm just throwing that out there. So let's get to missing kids, because those are the most important ones in my mind. And funny enough, when I go to the NCIC website, all their links work only for 2015, 16, and 17. They go back all the way to 2007 for missing kids. And but only these three links work, so that's the only information I'm going to be able to share. Now, for all the missing people total, I have it all the way back to 1990, and I will get to that. So, what I did was I did a total of the missing kids, and then if you look in my one row, I have the average number as well. All right, let's get started here. They even have it broke down between race and gender. So, female missing children. Since 2015 to 2017, we've had 741,991 go missing. So that's not even 800,000 a year. That's 3 years right there. For male kids, it's 648,557. So preferably female women are the ones that go missing more than male kids. Then we have unknown, which is 151. So I'm not sure how there is an unknown column. I can't decide on or figure that out. The total number altogether is 1,390,699. So that number there is the number of kids that have gone missing over the last 3 years. So 2015 to 2017. Asians accounted for 22,000. Blacks accounted for 509,000. Indian accounted for 24,000. Unknown accounted for 43,000, and white kids accounted for 790,000, which is more than all those other races combined. The average, I just did an average of the 3 years. Female kids that go missing every year is 247,000. Male is 216,000. Unknown is 50. Your total, you're looking around roughly 463,000 kids go missing every year. So it's not 800,000, it's not 700,000, it's not a million, it's not 3 million, it's 463,000. That's your average. Asians 7,000, blacks 169,000, Indian 8,000, unknown 14,000, and whites 263,000. So I even broke it down even a little more from the averages. So on average every month 38,000 kids go missing. If you break that down into a week, that's 8,900. A day, that's 1,270, and per hour, that is 53 kids go missing per hour. They're reported missing. So let's go to all the ages here. Your average for female is 321,594, and then for male, in this category, when you include the adults, males overtake female in the missing category. So for males, on average, you have 322,000 males per year go missing. Unknown is 63. Total, 644,523 people go missing per year. So that's including adults and kids. So we're still not even at that 800,000 mark. For Asians, 12,900, blacks 218,000, Indian 10,385, unknown 20,000, whites 382,000. So we get down to the hour, the month, the week, the day. So a month we have 53,000 people on average going missing every year or every month. Every week it's 12,000, every day it's 1,700, every hour it's 74. So that's still a lot of people. 644,000. That would fill 6.5 Beaver stadiums, which has I believe an attendance can hold about 110,000 people in its stadium. So that's like 6 stadium fulls of people. That's crazy. That's a crazy amount of number of people. Even though it's not 800,000, it's still a lot of people. Um, let's get to the all missing here. And one fact I want to throw out to you guys, since this is only 1990, the missing people that were reported before then, when those missing people, like if somebody went missing in 1987 and they were found in 1991, then they were counted into the records removed category on my chart here. So it's possible, like say one person went missing in 1999. It's possible that in 1999 as well, that 20 something people could have been found from 1997. So it's possible to have a lower number of people going missing than actually being found, and you're going to see that here, and you're going to be surprised how many people actually really do go missing every year. But let's look at 1990 here. 1990, there were 663,921 people reported missing in 1990. Now, the records removed category is the number of people that were actually found in 1990. So that were reported missing at one time is 661,000. So if the difference is 1,976, unidentified category, that is the number of people that are found that are either deceased, they don't know who they are because they have how can I say it, amnesia, or they're unable to tell, they don't know who they are. I don't know how that comes about besides amnesia. You know what I mean? But these are unidentified people, but usually it fits into the category of deceased, or they don't have the ability to explain who they are or provide information on who they are because of some kind of mental disability. So the yellow category that I put there for those years, that I felt like highlighting because those were the highest amounts we had of missing people. So from 94 to 98, we had an average of around 900,000 people going missing every year. But records removed was also around the same, 900,000 something people being found. So if you look at the differences, the only one that really stands out is 1994. There were 10,211 people that actually went missing. The ones that are highlighted in red, they actually had a surplus of people that were found, and it canceled out all the missing people that they found in those years. So let's see here. Blue was another straight run. It was like 800,000s. And then you see all the red here that I'm highlighting. That's where they found surpluses of people. So you had like 2,876,000 who went missing, but they found 882,000 people with a difference of negative 5,950. So the only real category that counts here is the unidentified, because you have 1,091 people that they were found, but they don't know who the hell they are. So it's kind of hard to really to tell who's going missing. All you can do is go by these numbers here. Like 1999, 567 people went missing. But it just seems as technology has been getting better, and with the ever-evolving internet and security cameras and cell phones and smartphones and such, you can see the number just keeps going down. It was at 900,000, went down to 800,000, down to 700,000, and now it's down to 600,000. So combined, since 1990 to 2017, we had 22,107,517 people who went missing. But we also found 22,160,619 people. So we actually have a surplus of 53,000 people that were found. So the unidentified is in the 34,860. So we don't know who those people are. They're probably still in the system as missing under a whatever name. They just don't know who they are, and they have no way to link those two up together. So from this information I'm seeing here, I'll go over the average here. So every year, on average, since 1990, we've had 789,000 people go missing. Uh, on average, we've recovered 791,000 people per year, with a surplus of 1,897 people being found. And but the unidentified is the only one that kind of stays consistent and unchanged. It's at 1,245. So, just judging by this information here, it seems like it's actually really hard to go missing in the United States if you wanted to purposely do it. There's just too much information, and then the facial recognition software, they're finding people left and right. But this is the column that matters, the unidentified. These are about the number of people that we can say are definitely going missing a year, and it doesn't even break 2,000. I don't even see it breaking. Let's see, the highest I think was 1805, and that was all the way back in 1991. I even did a comparison chart here. The dark bar is the missing, the yellow is the recovered people. So as you can see, it's pretty much spot on. For everyone who goes missing, they usually get found either dead, alive, or without the memory or documents to prove who they are. How can I say it? The misunderstanding that 800,000 children going missing a year, I can't even find that number from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Of course, that's what ABC News is saying. So it's just another case of fake news. You can't even trust the information coming from ABC News or actually the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. So I don't know where ABC News got this. They're saying they got that number from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, but I can't find proof of that. So I would have to say that's a false claim right there. Now, children do go missing every year, and I agree, these numbers don't tell us exactly how many people are being, I can't mathematically figure out how many people actually do not get found every year with the numbers I have. All I can tell you is how many cases were reported missing and how many cases were actually removed from the system because they were found. And that's pretty much all I can give you. There is no exact number I can't go back to 96 and be like, this is how many people are still missing from 1996. I can't tell you that. So with the information that I've been provided by the NCIC, and that was just my other chart there. So, but yeah, I thought that was interesting. That actually made me feel a lot better about that situation. It's always been something I've wondered for several years. I've always hearing a lot of stuff about so many people going missing every year, and when you think about it, if that many people were going missing every year, I think we would notice, because that is like almost 1 in every 16 people going missing. So for every 16 people, one of them's going to go missing in your lifetime. I know other stories of people that were reported missing. You'd see it on Facebook every once in a while. People were reporting their kids missing in that. And some of these kids were in trouble with the law, so they were going to other states to get away, but they got captured anyway. I remember a couple who were under 18 that were, well, the guy wasn't under 18. He was like 27. But the girl, his accomplice, she was only like 15. But he was using the girl to get her to bring her friends over, and then they would both drug the friends, and this was in my area, and then sexually assault the girls. Mostly the guy would. But they both left together to California, and there was a warrant for their arrest. But if they made it into the missing person system, then yeah, they were counted as a missing person, even though they were just criminals running from law. So there's all different types of circumstances. that information is really not provided from the NCIC regarding that. But I thought this was very interesting. It's nice to see that we only really have maybe less than 2,000 people going missing a year, that we don't know where they went. That's what I can get from these numbers. So if you guys want to see a video on any other kind of stats or facts, let me know. I'll be glad to look into it and make it if I find it interesting enough. But if you liked it, please like and subscribe below and hit the notification bell to get more notifications on other videos that I upload. Please share the video, and thanks for watching Stat Ninja.